Hello and welcome to this Volkswagen car sales video on this 2015 65 Reg Seat Leon Xperience 4-wheel drive 2-litre TDI 150. So it's a Seat Leon estate, it's diesel, it's manual, and Xperience means it's got this off-road look with the cladding, the raised ride height, the aluminium piece down there to look a bit racy. Seat introduced this because they didn't have an SUV in their range. They were developing the Ateca at the time and it was a bit of a stopgap. Didn't sell very well, wasn't on sale for very long. Most of the cars were registered to the dealers first, as is the case with this car. They had it for a couple of months. Then they sold it to a guy who traded it in at Toyota in Bromsgrove. And then the guy I bought it from Toyota in Bromsgrove 7 years ago. I took him to go and collect it and I drove away in his Skoda Octavia VRS. And then 7 years later he contacts me and says, I'm buying an Ateca, do you want to buy this? And we did the same sort of thing. So 3 owners from new, but first one was dealer and third one was for 7 years, which is a very long time. It's an adventure brown. There are other colours you can have, but this looked a bit weird in 2015. I think it looks really cool now. Matches the interior, which I'll show you shortly. Spec-wise, it's got front and rear parking sensors, 18-inch wheels, adaptive cruise, which was quite rare back then, electric folding mirrors, navigation, black roof rails. I think it looks way more attractive than your usual Seat Leon estate, but anyway, it's very, very subjective. Condition-wise, it's very good. There are some chips. It's done 89,500 miles. There's a bit of corrosion on the wheels, but I don't want to spend too much on refurbing this car because then it'll be an expensive car, and I don't think the owner will necessarily be too fussed because it's not that kind of car. You know, I'd buy this and I'd just use it as a hack, and the odd mark here and there isn't a problem. But if you want stuff done, then let us know. The biggest bit of damage is on this corner, which has been touched in, and it's just about caught that lip there. But yeah, as I say, we can do that if you want. We can refurb the wheels if you want. I think they'd look really good in a straight silver, and then it would be a pretty much perfect car. A tiny mark there on the load lip. So yeah, and it's really, really tidy. Gary looks after his cars. Tyres are Hankook all-season tyres, so with the 4-wheel drive system this car's got, and those, you'll be pretty much unstoppable in the snow. It's got LED headlights as well with headlamp washers. That's it, mud flaps as well. Let's start off by having a look in the boot before we look inside. So we've got a really big boot being a Leon estate. And down here we've got rubber mats, which Gary put on top of the original cloth floor mats, which are therefore mint. And down here is a space saver. Doesn't look like it's been used. And there is the tow hitch. So Gary had a bike rack on this car and he had a tow bar fitted, which you can't tell. And you can take the neck off and it's quick release. It's in the boot. So if you want to put it on, it's there. Right, inside. Okay, so brown on the outside. What colour do you think it is on the inside? It's brown. I think it looks really premium. That's not something I say often about the Leon interior. So we've got these brown sort of Alcantara in the doors, brown seat centres, aluminium sill covers, the copper, which has become a thing with Seats, made a very early appearance in this car. So there's copper on there, or you could call it brown, I suppose, but it looks more copper to me. Copper on the floor mats, which are mint because they've had the rubber mats on, like I mentioned. Good steering wheel, multi-function. We've got 2 keys, auto lights, 89,507 miles. Service history, by the way, is long life. So it's been done initially every 10, then 20, but it's a diesel and it did mainly motorways. So it just said, service me when it got to 20k, which Gary did with, I think, a specialist. And it's going to have a service now as well, quite a big one with us. So it's going to be good to go for the next owner. I mean, look at that seat bolster. That's like new. In the back, I don't think it's seen much use. Gary's maybe a bit too old to have kids, so at the moment, so yeah, it looks like new. It's not even kicked about down there. Amazing. Again, this side, very good. And there's rubber mats for the back, by the way. And again, in here, we have got a Seat book pack in there. Bonnet releases on this side, so let's go and have a look. So 2-litre TDI, 150 horsepower, 6-speed manual box. It's probably the most common engine in the whole of Europe, and therefore it's really reliable. It did have a cam belt change about 45,000 miles ago. Now there's no time limit on them now. Volkswagen Group removed that in 2023, so I'd say probably it's good for 100,000 miles. That's a long way to go. No disturbance to the bolts that hold the bonnet on, stickers there, soundproof padding, actually unusually good condition. Let's get inside and quickly start it up. So that extra key there is for the tow hitch, there are 2 of those. Okay, foot on the clutch. Starts well. It's asking for a service, it's going to get one, like I said. All the lights go out, that should go out. Manual, traditional handbrake, which stuck with the lay on until the new one in 2021. 6-speed box with the 6-speed gate on there, 4-drive on there. Climate control, blows cold. Slightly clunky infotainment system now. No CarPlay, but it's got nav. Light coloured headliner, really good condition. So that's the Seat Leon Xperience that you probably never heard of before. And if you're interested, get in touch with me here at Volkswizard, Andrew at volkswizard.co.uk if you want to get in touch by email. The phone number's in the Auto Trader advert if you want to give me a ring. If you need any more information on this car, then yeah, don't hesitate to get in touch.